Absolutely. Take two. Sorry about that. Good evening, all you sexy stackers out there. I apologize for the whoopsie daisy there, going left and right, starting a stream, ending a stream. I totally hit the wrong button. So I appreciate those of you who came back and refreshed and found the live stream again. Sorry about that. It's been quite a while since I've stumbled that badly. So yeah, let's go ahead and get the hellos in here. Dennis, welcome back. JK Pioneer, Walter Thibodeau, what's going on, guys? What's going on? Solemn Stacker, Major J Bravo calls out in his last video. Yeah, that was kind of neat, honestly. I didn't expect it at all. I had made a comment. If you don't know the little quick context here, what's up, Gen X Silver Stacker, Penny Scout in the house as well. Man, a lot of you guys coming in hot and heavy. Appreciate you. I think I got everybody on there. Let me know if I didn't. Kevin Hawthorne, how's it going? Greg Olson. I always thought silver would hit $100 first, but gold also unstoppable. Am I allowed to say I told you so? Or no? Is that not a thing? Is that not a thing? Anyway, no, we got lots of fun stuff to talk about and cover. I think it's gonna be we're gonna be a little bit heavier on the gold conversation. We'll still talk about a little bit of silver here and there if we want to. SGT stacking. What's going on, sir? Thank you for also, Sergeant. Thank you for the heads up, and appreciate the information on Sterling and hand pours and stuff like that. I definitely will listen to that. But anyway, the context here. Wholesome One, what's going on? Migbro 32, hola baby, hola. My chat is all messed up because of the screwed up stream that I just did. So bear with me, ladies and gentlemen, as I get everything kind of back together here. Sergeant, our Virilliants, we're at $99. 99 bottles of beer on the wall, or no way. We're at 99. No way. We are pushing 5K on the gold. We'll switch over to I got some gold out here today. Oh, also, how do you guys like my new ring? Hold on. I got this just for y'all. Oh, you can't even see it. Anyway, it is a silver walking liberty turned into a ring. I thought that would be fitting for us today. If you guys didn't know, apparently I am a shill bot for Jay Bravo. I don't know about you guys. I just enjoy watching Bravo's stuff. Been watching it for a while, and you guys obviously know from watching the channel, I have a bit of a trading and investment and stock background anyway. And his videos have kind of inspired me to start doing it again. So I just bought his little course, his 1 million to 1 million course, whatever it's called. And I started just doing it. And I was just using some of his, indicators and some of his thought process. And very simply, I made $1,000 yesterday trading. Nobody asks the important questions, though. They all just kind of like claim I'm a bot. But the important questions people should ask me is, with how much were you trading? What percentage were you trading at? What level of risk were you taking? How many trades did you make? Like, you would think that anybody that actually cared. How large was your desk chest? You no longer have. Oh, I have it. It's here, buddy. So I kind of killed the bit a little bit. I killed the bit. This is was it Steve the Mimic? I killed the bit a little bit because I felt like I don't know. I got the impression it came off as kind of like immature in a way, if that makes sense. I think it was fun. It was to indicate when I got new product in the mail or a new trade done or something like that. Or I went to the store and picked up some new product, and I would use it to open up, be like, hey, here's like the mail or something, And I don't know, we might revitalize it, but I felt like it was a little bit too immature for where the channel had the direction the channel had kind of gone. It was when we went from more from like news and information and kind of just talking to chart analytics and, precious metals, price discovery, stuff like that. So I killed it. Okay. But yeah, there's a lot of gold. It's some gold. I've been thinking of getting into miners. Also have a good stack. Yeah, again, we're gonna have to go over to the disclaimer screen pretty quick early on here today. But we can pop up the gold and silver prices while we're talking here. Here's the quick disclaimer, guys. Boom. As always, everybody should know this by now. There we go. But yeah, just I do trade the miners actually. And funny enough, you guys want to know a story? I was just talking about like some successful trades that I did. One of the biggest unsuccessful trades that I did is I was buying options in Hecla Mining. HL, I think, is the symbol. And they had Hecla went up again like 9% today. So funny story, they're trading somewhere around $31. Well, around $20, $21 on Hecla Mining, I bought some call options thinking that it was going to bounce really high. And I got like impatient, even though I had done all the sort of like plan, and I sold it for like a loss of like 250 bucks. I think I had two options, and I sold them for a loss of like 250 bucks because I was like, okay, it doesn't look like it's going to happen. Like I want to get in and out quicker. Had I held on to those two options, they didn't expire till like March. So I had plenty of time, that like the delta for like, and theta and all that, for like all the time horizon depreciation of your value. If I'm talking over your head, I apologize. But anyway, I had sold that for a loss, and had I just held on to those two contracts, I would have made like $3,000 in like 3 weeks. But I got impatient, made a mistake. But anyway, you learn from those things, right? Big Green Stacker, good evening. Welcome back from old Colorado Springs. Anything you can say will be held against you. Yeah, maybe. TFT, Ant of Egypt. What's going on? Christian Love. I've been thinking about getting into my... Oh, that's where that came up. Stapler, what's up, dude? Gold going first. Did everybody bet on gold, or we still... Oh, we got some people betting on some silver here. We got some silver lovers in the house. All right. Enough. Gold, $4,953.80. Ladies and gentlemen, we are 1 percentage point. If gold goes up 1 percentage point, it hits $5,000. That feels like a long time coming, doesn't it? $5,000. And I'm going to talk about gold a little bit today with the charts, because gold was that thing where we were really paying attention to it, seeing if it would break out of certain levels, and it finally did, and it did with authority, just like silver did. So if we're going to look at anything that's going to like run up kind of like silver, and now silver stabilized, it's really funny how these two metals kind of just herky-jerky, left foot, right foot. It's really fun to check out. Kana Stacker, how's it going? Howdy, y'all, baby. What's up? Dragoon, do you have any Proton? I do not have any Proton, buddy. I got both. What about $3,000 Platinum? Nah, Greg Olson is asking the questions, the questions of look left when everybody else is looking right. I like it. Solemn Stacker, glad I got my gold grills when I did. That's what I'm talking about, baby. I don't have any gold teeth or silver inlays or anything like that. I do not. Just have cavities, right? That's awesome. All right, so yeah, platinum 26666. Silver only needs what, three bucks. Goes up $3 and some change here. So a little bit more work for silver to get up there than gold. Gold, I mean, 1% is nothing, guys. It's something, but these metals, the way they've been moving in the last, I don't know, few months, year, a 1% move in one day is just a joke. It's almost to be expected, either up or down. So I think that we're going to be fine. I think that we'll probably bang out gold to 5K tomorrow, man, or today, whatever, you guys know what I mean. Today, tomorrow, any day going on there. It'll be a lot of fun. I wish I got a nice chain though before gold went over to 3,500. Awesome. So I was never into jewelry. I do kind of wish I had been a little bit more into jewelry. Nobody in my family really wears jewelry. I mean, I say this as the biggest hypocrite in the room, as I'm wearing a silver ring on my finger, but I got this today. Okay, I got this today. All right, and I don't wear jewelry. I don't buy jewelry. Nothing against it. It's just never been my style. But I'll take bullion all day long. I'm stacking can tabs, Rick. All right. $2,000 palladium. We've got $3,000 platinum. If history were to repeat itself, and we've seen platinum continue to have some of the strongest one-day price increases of all the metals, we may not be far off from seeing pretty much all at the same time $5,000 gold, $100 silver, and $3,000 platinum. Palladium's interesting. I don't know about 2,000. Yeah, but it's gonna hit. I mean, it's most likely at the same time, in which I think all that's gonna happen at the same time. What do you guys think? Do y'all think that Sean Joyce 97 silver TP. Sean Joyce, welcome. Do you guys think that we're going to hit all of those price targets pretty much on the same exact day? I mean, it just feels like they could run up that much. Now, silver's got a, palladium going up another, 8%. Maybe. I mean, that one's got a little bit of room to run. Platinum, I sure think that platinum, 10%, that could be a few days. It'll be close. But I still think that we are going to have, I genuinely hope that I'm wrong on this. But I really think $100 silver is just going to be a massive resistance zone. I feel like just everything is going to push down on it at that point. So we will see. Platinum is a lagging indicator. It does kind of, feels like when you're pulling a rubber band, right? It feels kind of like gold is the top part barely moving forward. Silver is that middle part getting ready to propel forward, and then platinum just yanks as soon as platinum goes forward. As soon as silver goes forward, platinum skyrockets back up there, right? That's kind of how it feels. Who knows if that's reality or not? That just might be how I see it after I've been watching it. All right, Brilliance is coming back at us with that 15-1. I was like talking with somebody in the Discord. Shameless plug for the Discord again, but we got more and more people from the channel joining the Discord, so I do appreciate you guys. Just remember, if you do join the Discord, you're only going to have like this welcome channel. That's kind of like the door, the gateway, API gateway key there. You got to tell me your YouTube name and that you're here for the Precious Metals Discord, and I will give you the permissions to interact with people. There's just too much going on to let everybody in. But if you're interested and you're there, I hope you're having a good time. But yeah, we were chatting about that recently. And, there are some strong believers, man, in that 15-1. There's a lot of strong believers in that 15-1. I'm not one of them. I feel like 50-1 is kind of pushing it, guys. It's kind of pushing it. But, I can understand why. But for me, it's mostly the fact that there are just so many, there were so many market inefficiencies and informational inefficiencies during the time of 15-1 gold and silver that I feel like those situations aren't going to be replicable without some kind of like act of God or major regulatory overhaul of the precious metals markets. We'll see. Oh, Greg Olson, I know. I actually have that pulled up. I was going to talk about it later because I didn't want to feel like I don't know. It just feels weird. But again, I left this comment I literally left this comment for him because I know he gives his email address in the course. So there you go. If anybody's wondering if I actually bought the course or not, but I was taking this course because it's just like reading a book to me. Like, is every single, lesson in the course something new that I'm learning? No. Not at all. Some of that stuff I've known forever, for a very long time. But it's kind of like reading a book, It's just, refreshes your knowledge. It motivates you to want to get out there and try again. It gives you like a little bit of, I don't know, like a stabilizing force, that, a focus that helps. So anyway, but yeah, so everybody was just context for what we were talking about earlier. Basically, a lot of the people in the comments were basically calling me scammy or a bot or something like that. So it was kind of funny. So I got that. I saw those messages and like, I felt like if I were a content creator like him, I don't know. I just felt like I should send him an email. So I sent him an email and I was like, I can't believe all these people are calling me a bot. I've like left messages and comments in most of his videos where I'm just like talking about silver, talking about gold, talking about stocks. And it was kind of funny. So anyway, I sent him an email. I was like, hey, just so you know, this is legit. Like, I mean, I can show him the account if I really wanted to. But I was like, it's crazy to me that people are like shouting bot and scam because I paid $200 to you for like this course. And if you don't think it's worth it, that's fine. You can think it's not worth it. But I was like, but I go and I buy like $1,000 of books a year to read. But like people are like crazy because I bought a $200 course. So anyway, I always be learning. That's kind of like been a motto of this freaking channel since it started. This whole purpose of doing this. Again, we have a gosh darn book club You know what I mean? I mean, I've got $50 in books just in the 2 books right there. It's just funny. The world is a weird, funny place, you know, and how we think, how we all kind of like act and think and treat each other. So anyway, I just sent him an email and I said, look, man, if you want to share this to, you know, back up your claims or back up my claims, you're welcome to share it, whatever. So here we are. That's the story. That's the story. If you're interested in why I'm being on a J Bravo video there you go. You've got it now. All right. Good evening. Good evening and war. Buy gold and silver. Jack Caldwell is just coming in like that bald eagle he's got flying in there. You know, just coming in just straight for war, baby. Right to the war talk. Sean Joyce, you talk a lot of sense. Thanks. I appreciate it, Sean Joyce. Thanks for being here, man. Silver is ripping at the moment. Yeah, so it's up another percent. Like, that's what I was talking about. You know, and this is weird. The Asian market is kind of like this. It's interesting. We have not had consistency with the Asian markets at all lately. And if we keep watching it, we're going to the 1 day here, right? We can zoom in a little bit more. You know, we've seen this a lot where we'll start off ripping up and then we'll pull back, and then by the time the Western, you know, American market and stuff opens up, we fight back, you know, our losses if we're on a down day, or we fight positive if we're already positive. And it's look, man. I mean, we've got some good volume happening right now. We will just wait and see if this volume stays in the positive direction. And if it does, there's no reason why we, in theory, couldn't hit, you know, possibly 99 or 100 today. I mean, just these 3, 4, 5% swings are just nothing. They are actually nothing. And if we can do that with silver, gold will not be too far behind. I mean, look at all the positive volume coming in for gold already. That's a pretty healthy start to the day. So it'll be fun to watch. Hopefully, you know, hey, if we're lucky while we're live streaming here, we can pop it both. Silver Serpents. Oh man, it was so great chatting with you a little bit the other day. I'm the only one that like the days all run together, but it was yesterday, wasn't it? I don't know. Wasn't it yesterday, Silver Serpents, that you and I were in a live chat shooting it up? I love your stack, man. Your stack is like the prettiest freaking stack that exists. It's pretty cool. Silver dollar to fiat dollar ratio is 172 to 1. I thought so. Are you talking about like the paper contracts? Because I thought that the paper contracts were more like 350 to 1 or 300 to 1, and gold was somewhere like 100 to 1, which is again why I don't think we're gonna ever really see those 15 to 1 historical trading patterns and, you know, prices. But we'll see. Haters, yeah, absolutely. You gotta have, if you don't have haters, you're not trying hard enough, I guess. Yeah, Bravo seems legit. He sneaks in a verse or two. Yeah, I mean, again, I don't know anybody's political, religious, you know, all that, you know, theological background from all these people. I just listen to people, and if they talk about things that I think have some legitimacy, or I can kind of like corroborate a little bit, I'll keep listening, even if I don't act on it. Very few like his do I actually act on it. And I did, so I'll report to you. Like how, I mean, if anybody cares, I haven't even really talked about it. I've been doing it for like 2 weeks now. I've kind of just kept it on the hush. But yeah, if y'all want me to talk more about it, I'll be happy to do it. 921 at 5,000 gold at 555 silver. My man Brilliance is, if we ever needed this guy, if we ever need somebody to come in here and be our bull, right? We know where to find me, don't we? I love it. I love it. You keep it always pushing forward, always pushing up. 55 watching and 20 likes. One thing I've learned, Silvers, I appreciate you pushing the like button. Anybody out there just watching, even if you got your just feet up on the coffee table, you're leaned back on your cell phone or something and you're watching, I appreciate you. One thing I've learned with YouTube is engagement is like 10%. If you can get 10% engagement from views to comments, views to likes, I think we got to also understand that most people consuming YouTube content probably aren't like sitting down at a desktop or something. You know what I mean? They're probably sat back on their cell phone, you know, not even logged into their account, right? SGT stacking, thanks for, appreciate you coming in here. All right, so what the hell are we talking about today? I don't know. I mean, do we really have to have a plan? I did want to go over this. I was kind of sad because I pulled this article like instantly off of the Money Metals website when it dropped. And I do find it interesting. So we will talk about this real quick if you guys don't mind. We're gonna push the gold narrative today. We're pushing gold, baby. Slanging rocks. Hong Kong billionaire put a quarter of his wealth in gold. Says you should do the same. So 1/4 of this man's wealth as a billionaire is going into gold. It sounds like he's trying to start his own country. My goodness. So what, 250,000 at least? And I heard what was my man oh gosh, another silver channel talked about this exact article. And Salivate Metals. I heard him go over the article. I was like, you SOB. I was gonna do that first, and you beat me to it. But I think we've broke a lot of pretty good news lately. I've got a lot of a network of people that have been reaching out to the channel. You know what I mean? And like kind of saying, hey, did you see this? Hey, did you see that? And that has really, I think that's really helped me find things to talk about and, you know, get involved. So I do appreciate you guys a lot. We got a really pretty great community out here. At $125 silver, some industry has cheaper alternatives. Which ones, Greg? I mean, what are we thinking? Because I was thinking about this the other day, and we even talked about this quite a bit, about how, like, you know, if silver goes up from $100 to $200, right? That's a $100 increase. If your business is involving something that requires like 90% silver to complete the product, that's a big increase. But take like a Tesla, right? Don't they use like 1 or 2 ounces of silver? So we're talking, if silver goes from $100 to $200, that's a $100 raw material increase. They're probably getting a bulk discount. Let's just be clear. They're probably getting futures contracts, you know, deals made for those raw materials in advance at lower prices than current market price. The other thing is that that's such a small percentage of what the vehicle's made out of that why do they care? They'll just pass $100 onto the consumer. At the car will go from $50,000 to $50,100 and nobody will care. It's not like if lumber goes up and my entire business is home construction, where 90% of the, you know, of the product I produce is made out of lumber. In that situation, if lumber doubles, you're in absolute chaos mode, right? You know what I mean? So I don't really know, man. I don't know how much, I don't know exactly at what price point industries would start to kind of sweat a little bit and be like, we need to find alternatives. I don't know. But we'll see. We'll see. I got a car the other day before the catalytic converter value spiked. Wait, no, that's not how it works. So TFT is kind of like leaning into what I'm talking about. Is like, it's just a, like it sounds like a lot. Like we're like, solar panels need this much silver for the annualized projected production, right? And it sounds like ominous. Like, where are they going to find all this metal? Well, they're not getting it all at once, like, you know, and metals are constantly being refined and recycled and refined and recycled. So like it's and now we are at a deficit, and that will keep catching up to us, and that will cause price pressure. And I do believe in that industrial demand is really driving prices. I'm with you on all that. I just don't know when it's going to actually make a difference. Somebody brought up graphene. I will have you know, Greg Olson, I will have you know, I've already looked into graphene, my friend, and crazy what that material can do. It's like how many times stronger than steel, but yet also more flexible. And, you know, like it's like the same stuff, heat resistant, antimicrobial. It is a very strong conductor. Isn't that insane what they've found with graphene? However, graphene is significantly more expensive than silver. So I think it's more than 125, I would have to imagine, to replace the equivalent of an ounce of silver with graphene. It's got to be more. I thought it was more like $5,000 an ounce. You know what I mean? If the cost to produce goes up to increase to consumers, it's more like $1,000. Yeah, well, in that time you're throwing in like markups and stuff, right? We'll see. Lumber doubled or more during the yeah, I know, Silver Surfer. That's kind of why that scenario was relevant in my mind. But it's like steel with vehicles, or well, maybe not steel with vehicles. Maybe I should just say plastic with vehicles these days. But you guys get my point. Carbon fiber for the Bugatti owners, okay? We'll see. They make houses out of metal as well, and brick. Wood is not always used. I know, Greg Olson. Come on, man. Work with me here. Give and take a little bit. Red Cloud, my man. What's going on, Red Cloud? Always good to see you. Welcome back to the channel. The live chat is busted right now. I have absolutely shredded this live stream with the actual start and stop situation earlier, so appreciate you bearing with me. All right, I said I was going to talk about this article. Maybe I should. We got some gold on the screen for you gold lovers down here in the bottom right if you want something to look at besides the article while I talk. But all right, this is pretty interesting. You may already know this story, but we're going to talk about it. While many Western investors still lack composure to precious metals, or composure, a Hong Kong billionaire has allocated a quarter of his wealth to gold and advises others to do the same. Bloomberg, Chi Chang-hee, we're going to call him he from now on, is the face of value investing in Asia. So he's always looking for value. He built his company Value Partners Group into a multi-billion-dollar stock picking powerhouse. That sounds like a fun way to go to work every day. All right. His investing strategy that involves identifying undervalued investments. So he's still considering, I guess, gold undervalued, which is interesting, based on fundamentals and holding them until the market catches up. Value investors try to determine the intrinsic value of an asset by valuing. So yeah, we don't care about the definition. All right. He told Bloomberg that he's always included gold in his investment strategy. I was a very patient investor. I bought precious metals, didn't trade them, and considered them part of my lifetime savings. Eventually, the whole thing became larger and larger. With gold gaining around 65% last year, it has earned plenty of time in the spotlight, but even so, most high net worth investors still hold very little of the yellow metal. This is particularly true in West, according to the UBS Global Family Office report. The average allocation of gold and precious metals was 2% in 2024. So I completely believe this for 2024. 2025, it may have gone up more to like 5% for some people. We don't know. But just build your house from silver bricks. That would be fun. That would be fun. Here's the thing is like, you know, when was it JP Morgan or somebody came out and they said that the 60-40 rule for asset allocation, which 60% stocks, 40% bonds, right? It lowers your risk of your portfolio a little bit, gives you exposure to some growth while also giving you consistent income, et cetera, like that, right? So that was kind of like the standard 60-40. And they basically switched and said, hey, no, we think it's more like 60-20-20 now because you need 20% exposure to precious metals. Now, that's after they were already at all-time highs. So it's kind of like one goes to question, you know, where was this advice when they were undervalued and underappreciated and your clients could have made a killing by having that advice earlier? And it's funny how those big institutions always drop the public knowledge well after the events have already taken place, right? Adobe bricks are pew proof. Hey, do they shatter the bullet there? How nice to have $1 billion and tell other people what to do with their money. He's not telling you. He's just saying what he's doing, man. He's just saying, I did this, right? Anyway, so one of the questions people have talked about, this is kind of like, this is money metals, right? You know, and honestly, it's an article on money metals. Can we just say that? So obviously this article is going to be pushing people into purchasing precious metals. It is what it is. But yeah, so imagine if the percentage of Americans buying physical gold or silver went from just 1% to 2%. That's a 100% increase, a staggering amount for volume for dealers and mints to handle. So they're basically saying from like this retailer perspective is like, what happens if just 2% of the world or Americans want precious metals? Like that's going to be like, they're already struggling with the load with nobody caring about them is what he's getting at. My money worked for me until I fired it. Why'd you fire your money, Rick? You got bottle caps and now you're firing your money, buddy? Come on, buddy. You got better things. You should be leaving those bottle caps, melting them down. Silver's going to 98. Yeah, we got it on the watch list right here, boys. We will keep flipping back and forth as we go. Hopefully we get a quick burst of speed run up here and they get real close. We will see. It wasn't until last quarter 2025 investors began hopping in with both feet. I agree. That's when we started getting all the excitement. You know, silver broke out of above 50 and we started hitting 70, and then the retail demand went crazy. You got all those articles. Anyway, like Morgan Stanley, he has spurned the traditional 60-40 portfolio and recommends a 60-20-20 portfolio with at least 20% allocated to precious metals instead of bonds. So you guys know one of my goals is to keep accruing gold, and right now with the GSR the way it is, I'm primarily buying gold. In fact, I've just reached out to try to buy some gold just today. So still buying gold, but I do think silver, you know, in the right moments, silver is a metal where if you keep purchasing it, it does feel like it's going to have more room to go up, especially just with the whole deficit and demand talk. We'll see. He began making small bets on precious metals in 2008, so he's been in it for a while, and his gold investing picked up speed about a decade later, so 2018. With large investments in physical gold, he has gained around $251 million. So he's gained that much. So that's crazy. So, yeah, he is definitely a believer in precious metals. Now, that's interesting is like the article said that he purchased 25% precious metals. But if he already had 251 million and it grew to 251, we'll see what happens. Gold-backed ETFs. Yeah. We all know what those are. He said he also bought physical bars and coins along with the mining stocks. He told Bloomberg that while he had plenty of success with ETFs, it is much preferable to buy physical gold rather than paper gold. Yeah, so there's ETFs out there. There's ETFs that track quote unquote gold pricing, but you don't have claim to physical gold. So I don't know about y'all, but the whole reason I'm doing this, like, I don't mind trading those things, like trading the SLV, trading Hecla Mining, etc., trying to make a buck off of their great gains this last couple year, maybe 8 months. I mean, it's just been insane. When you're talking 8, 9, 10% days, that's pretty crazy. And you can make a lot of money real quick doing that. Overnight pullback ahead. Rick, hey, Rick, you're welcome, dude. Appreciate you. It is all good. We need people to kind of fight back. I want to know what is your rationale? Why do you think today has a pullback or tonight will have a pullback? What are you looking at? What are you seeing? He has expressed concern about America's weaponization of the dollar, telling Bloomberg the world is entering a period of massive vault flight. This is the one that's big, I think. He said Asian families are moving more of their money back into their own region to insulate themselves from U.S. sanctions or potential asset seizures. So the global conflict, the tariffs, this isolationism that we're kind of going into right now, where we're kind of becoming more and more sovereign of states in all these different countries. That is definitely, you're definitely seeing these banks, and I pulled up the gold reserve charts where we talked about this last stream as well, where a lot of these countries are increasing the tonnage of their gold on reserves in their country, and they're not continuing to hold U.S. backed treasuries and stuff and U.S. debt. So you're seeing a migration out of the reliance on the U.S. dollar and independence through gold and other things, gold and crypto, etc. You are definitely seeing it. Everyone thinks I'm different. You're welcome. You found the right place, Greg. You found the right place. 97.80 silver's at an all new time high. I've got 97.60, boys. 97.60. The Dragoon only goes off the bid price. This is what it's selling for. This is what people are offering it to sell. This is what people are actually buying for. We will get there. So that overnight dip, Rick, is gonna have to hurry up, boys. That overnight dip is gonna have to hurry up. We're pushing. I want to see this one go. Come on. I'm banking on gold. It's like watching a horse race right now. Which one of these is gonna actually spur up? We can leave it on the silver screen for a second if you want. That he gained, realized, or just a number on paper? Yeah, I mean, Stapler, I'm assuming somebody of that wealth, he's not selling 250 million, and I don't know, his country's tax code, but I doubt that he is trying to sell. 2 times leveraged silver ETF. Are you talking about which one is that? The SLV or something? We'll see. Then assess the premium, 104 for generic rounds. Yeah. Oh, you're saying add TFD. You're saying then you add the premium on top. Yeah, so SD Bullion adds like a padded SD Bullion cracks me up. They add. I don't even know. Does anybody know where SD Bullion actually gets their spot price, or do they just pull it out of thin air? They take the actual spot price of the future contracts and just add a couple bucks. But yeah, they take their contract price and then they add money to it and then they increase their premium on top of that. It's like, I don't know what they're doing. The real price that is important to me is what I can actually sell it for. Spot really does not matter. Well, I mean, yeah, so not Kitco, dealers make their own price, but yeah, you're not selling it for SD Bullion's price. Like if SD Bullion says it's 98.26, your silver's not worth 98.26, you know what I mean? Just like honest value, like your silver's not worth 98.90 just because APMEX is selling it at that spot price. Your silver's going to be under this. Like when you go to sell, it's going to be under that. Sell it now, expect 10 under. What? Oh yeah, expect 10. Yeah, it's 10%. I got a question for you guys. You ready? I got a question for you. Which was worse? Getting $2 back of spot when silver was $18, or getting $9 back of spot when silver was $98? Which one's worse? I got 97% of Kitco ask when trading for gold. I got less when selling for cash. Yeah, 97% of Kitco. Yeah, that makes sense. I mean, 3% back, honestly, Serpents, I feel like 3% back is more than fair. So wherever you did that trade, I think that they were being very fair with you, it sounds like. I got like 10% back when I sold some silver and then purchased gold with it. So, and then I had to pay like a little bit over the premium of gold. So I had a pretty rough spread. I had like I don't even know, like a 15% spread for my total sell and buy trade, I guess you could call it. So we'll see. I plead the fifth. You can't plead the fifth after speaking. 98 on new all-time high. We could hit $100 at this pace. We could. 98.03. It is there. We can officially change the title to $98 silver, I guess. I just sold 37 ounces for 2.5% back of spot today in Canada. That seems very fair to me as well. Wholesome one. I'm telling you guys, like within 5% of spot, like I think the LCSs are being fair at that price. They've got so much risk right now of holding inventory, purchasing from people, junk that nobody else wants, refiners and wholesalers not accepting, you know, their silver and stuff. Like there's just too much for them. So I can understand them trying to cushion the blow a little bit by making a buck or two every now and then, you know, when things are stable. So we'll see. We will see. We'll see. Sorry, I scrolled up just a second there to get caught up here. I mean, should we talk about anything else? I mean, we are seeing right now, like Kitco. I mean, this is Kitco is up to 98.44 on the active trading. I don't know if the refresh needs a refresh on the price. It still says 98.03 for bid, 98.28 for ask, and then the active trading. I guess maybe it updates at the end of each timeline. But I mean, we're at 98.51 on the chart here. It is pushing. It is pushing, ladies and gentlemen. Let's see. Gold is struggling. Man, are people just? Is it like traders are just going from like gold to silver, back and forth? I don't know. But we are grinding. Do we just hang out here for the next $1.50 and like just literally do nothing? We just watch a chart. Is that what we want to do? Like this is crazy. 98.60 keeps going. I mean, there's very little negative volume at all. I mean, this is looking really strong for us down here. Is the screen big enough for you guys to even see? Here, we can go up a little bigger. There we go. I mean, I don't even need to talk, do I? Just watch. APMEX is at 99.33. I had to stay live until either 195. I mean, I mean, we're above 95. I don't think I have to do anything besides that. We can go back and look at where all the dealers are at, but yeah, this is insane what we're doing here. So yeah, we might for the first time see SD Bullion dropping a $100 markup here for the prices. 99.17. I got 99.17 on APMEX. I got 99.30 on SD Bullion. So I don't know. Somebody said that 99.33. Okay, I guess it probably was just a second ago. 99.30 on SD Bullion here. And of course, these guys are charging a premium on everything as well. And then here we've got, oh, we finally got the we finally got Rick's pullback. There we go. Quad silver. What's up? It is, I mean, it doesn't like, I don't know about y'all. Like, I'm not running out there to sell at $100. Like, I'm just converting to gold because I think the GSR being around 50 is like low in my opinion. We did have our first down negative candle in a while. There we go. Will we have 2 in a row? Will we move forward higher? It's looking like we're gonna be fine. I'm on the edge of my seat watching the chart. The most riveting content I can do is just to shut up and put on a chart. That's when you know it's over. As a content creator, you should just throw in the towel. It's a wash, ladies and gentlemen. You can really tell over the weekend when the market is closed. Yeah, I mean, I kind of like what Rick is saying earlier. I do kind of like understand where he's at. He was saying that like watch for a drop. I feel like Fridays are the day. So we tomorrow, right, is the day when people kind of like get out of their positions and sell. And we do often see a red day on Fridays. And so I can understand like part of the argument there, but there's been nothing rational about the silver and gold market to me for a year or since more than a year now, 13, 14 months. It's just been a wild ride. Never doubt old Rick, baby. There he is. Stick around long enough and we'll be wrong, right? That's like it's like life. Like we might be right in moments, but if we stick around long enough, we'll eventually be wrong and vice versa as well. Dragoon, I called it $99. Hey, it was $99. It's not anymore, okay? We knew we were watching, It got timid when it saw us watch. Don't worry though, it's still $99 on old SD Bullions chart. But yeah, we're at 98.38. We are going down. We're recovering a little bit. It's gonna be okay. We're going over 100 in 24 hours. I mean, we can just draw a line. You guys want to just draw a line? We can just draw a line and see what happens to it. Let's see if that line matters. I mean, it's all the simplest version of resistance and support, right? So we'll draw that and we'll see if it comes down and it taps that green line again because it tapped it on those 2 candles previously, and we'll see if it taps it again or if it goes, maybe it recovers before. I am fine if it drops to $33, still in the green. Yeah, great. I mean, that's fair too. Glad I traded and bought gold. Lee Chavery, what's up? I traded for gold. I would not be in the green. I have not actually dollar cost, like my average price for silver in a while, but I bought a whole lot from $50 to $80 an ounce, a whole lot. So I doubt that I'm in the green if it goes down to 33 because I should be close. I should be close. Because when silver went from 20 to 60, I sold around, I don't know, 15% of my stack or so and bought gold with it. And then I sold a little more gold like in small chunks, like every $10 it went up above like 60. So 70, 80. I sold little small chunks. In my mind, it was just like taking profits, I guess, essentially, or trying to take some profits from prior purchases. But I don't know. I don't know where I would actually be. Platinum is 2,652. We're welcome. If you guys are wondering, we have a race right now. We're trying to see, does gold get to 5,000 first? Does silver get to 100 first? Does platinum get to 3,000 first? Or does palladium get to 2,000 first? Or do they all 4 hit it at the exact same time? That's what we're waiting to find out. So it did already have a little bit of a rebound, but let's just see it. Let's just see. Oh wait, did I scroll? Oh, come on. Did I screw up my chart? This is not where that line was just a second ago. Hold on. Please hold. That line was much more tucked in. I have to do it again. I don't know. Did I scroll? It was more like this, wasn't it? Yeah, we're getting close. We're getting close. My man, Thousand Air Radio, enjoyed hanging out with you and the boys last night on the old Wednesday night medals, the Hump Day Club. I mean, we talked about all sorts of fun things. Then it was good. Metal drag race in effect. Exactly. We are on it. I mean, I wanted to talk about gold, but we can talk about silver for a second since silver's up. Yeah, okay, I see what's going on. The chart is shifting with the. I got it. I was like, why is my trend line not working? I need to go into Trading View real quick and just pull it up on the SLV and then do it that way. 1 second. Let me pull up Trading View and make sure. Maybe we can get more out of it here. Oh, they want me to pay for it. I can't go to 30 seconds, guys. All right. It's not going to be as exciting, but we can still look for the same trends. Let's just stick with this chart for now. Since it's the one that we can see like the real time. Gold's the winner. Capcoma, we'll see. We will see. I got a live hangover. Yeah, Thousand Air. I mean, that happens when you I don't even know when you got off. I think I got off around 11 p.m. and then I stayed up till about midnight doing other stuff. And then yeah, I didn't check because I knew what would happen. If I checked to see if you guys were still going, I would have stuck around forever and not gone anywhere. All right. We're gonna check back. Can we check back? We're gonna check back, okay? I'm gonna check back. I'm gonna go back to what we were doing. We will come back to this, okay? I promise. We're not abandoning the conversation here. All right. This is back to he, okay? Again, I think that he is probably this concern that he has about the weaponization of the US dollar and kind of exiting the US dollar for physical metals and things in their local currencies. If he is doing it, pun intended, then the idea is probably a lot of other wealthy foreigners are doing the same thing, right? Like they all kind of like, a lot of them know each other and they strategize together and stuff like that. So there's a good chance that he's not the only one doing this, right? He said gold and silver are ideal ways to protect wealth because they don't come with counterparty risk. I mean, yeah, I agree, unless your government like confiscates them from you. That's the only time. If you have the physical gold in the warehouse or in your bank safe, nobody owes you anything. All right. Talk about the 60-20-20 portfolio. Again, I don't even care. I don't even do the 20 bonds. Like, I feel like my idea is that if you have over 20 years before you need your money, you might as well just stay in a growth environment. The bonds can be there for later on. But anyway, that was what this article was about, this billionaire purchasing. He put a quarter of his wealth into gold. So, yeah, I mean, obviously he made the right play. I think a lot of you guys in this conversation, in this chat, were doing the same, doing the exact same play that this person was making. Oh, there we go. This article from Yahoo Finance, Reuters, U.S. lawmakers introduced bill to create 2.5 billion critical minerals stockpile. So again, it begs the question, how are we going to, build this stockpile up if everything is in such high demand and low supply and everybody's backed up? How are we going to get all this? And is the U.S. government going to be prioritized over other people? But it's also like, again, it's not just the precious metals. It's kind of all rare earth and critical minerals. So, which they reclassified, right? Silver as critical mineral. So we are definitely in this massive arms race, AI arms race going on out there, which means that to sustain and win that arms race, we essentially need a significant amount of silver and, for all the semiconductors and the chips and all the data. And we're building all these data centers, and we've just approved a significant number of data center infrastructure passed to prioritize that in our country. Because if we want AI to continue to advance and learn and get better, we have to have plenty of these materials, because especially if we're building this idea around the world that we're going to try to be self-sustaining, we can't be self-sustaining if you depend on another country for the raw materials. So we've got to get that figured out. I got to go. Hope everyone has a great night. Take care. Big Green Stacker, thanks as always for any time you guys can stop in. I appreciate you. Bank safe is an oxymoron. I like it, Rick. I like it. How's your home gym? I just put 30 about churches on the old about machine, getting ready to do 15 tricep extensions. What's your routine? My routine is pretty simple, Brilliance. I do curls. I've got like anywhere between 50 to 70 pounds, and I just do curls until I get tired. Then I do lat pull downs until I get tired, and then I do bench press until I get tired, and I just rotate that. My bench press used to be a lot more impressive, but I kept tearing my shoulder when I would get above like 225. So I just no longer lift that much weight. I just lift under that as many reps as I can. So I think right now I'm at like 155 or some crap on this machine. Yeah, I'm just looking over there right now. And again, it's just, I'm not going for any dates anymore, man. You know what I mean? It's just for keeping the muscles in the body moving at this point. But that's kind of that's it for the upper body. I don't do legs right now because I blew out my ACL last year, and I'm still recovering from that pretty catastrophic injury. Blew out my ACL completely, tore my MCL, obviously meniscus damage, and fractured both bones in my leg. And yeah, let's just say I'm just trying to be able to walk right now and jog lightly. Pearl the copper, press the silver, gold for abs. I don't have enough gold to even feel the gold. I think the gold is going to have to sit that one out, buddy. The gold can purchase the other things that we need, right? It is what it is. All right. So yeah, Bill aims to insulate the U.S. from foreign threats. Again, a lot of this talk that we're hearing coming out of all these different governments, not just the U.S. governments, but it's just all about kind of like everyone's fortifying their island. You know what I mean? This is my island, right? And they're fortifying themselves, and they're building the infrastructure they need to stay militaristically advantaged, right? Especially the USA, Golden Domes and all that stuff. Like, all this is just data. It's data processing. It's speed, all that. We know satellites and data centers and proximity of data centers to the servers, and like it's all being built right now to make sure that we can outpace our competition to keep our leg up. It's kind of like back when the internet first came out and you had like the, was it Red Hat hackers? Like, you have like the good and the bad hackers constantly trying to, like, some are trying to build, more secure systems, and then the hackers are trying to break down those systems, and they keep like leapfrogging each other back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. Like, okay. And like, you see that all day long in all these, software that you install and everything. And that's where we're at with like AI and military arms races with AI and intelligent missiles and intelligence ballistics and radar and, countermeasures and interceptors and all that stuff. Like, it all relies on fast analytics of data. So, getting that data through sensors and cameras and et cetera, and satellite images and all that, getting that information, processing it quickly and accurately, and then being able to act on that information quickly and accurately. So with all those things combined, that's why this country and other countries are really prioritizing this. And silver is obviously a strong component in making sure all this electronics works, right? Let me get caught up on what you guys were talking about. Quad Silver is saying we're about to hit $99. We are very close. 98.83. That is looking pretty healthy. Trying to figure out which chart will kind of give us the best representation of what's happening in real time. I think we just stick with the Kitco chart for now. Canada wants their 5-ounce maples back. The ones that SD Bullion, the special 5-ounce maple. That is a pretty coin though. I do like the 5-ounce coins. There's something about like the kilo coins are pretty big, but the 5-ounce coins are kind of just nice in the palm. You know what I mean? They have a good weight to them. They look good. It's nice. I play catch with the dog for 10 minutes. Heck yeah, dude. Heck yeah. I bought a rowing machine recently. Pretty fun, low impact workout. Yeah, Logan, I have a treadmill and a stationary bike. So I have those two things for my kind of my legs, you know, and cardio and stuff like that. Canada, I bought a Nautilus ab machine with 200 pounds in plates, working on my 6-pack at 50. Nice, brilliance. You'll get there. You do it every single day, you'll get there. We have over 100 satellites up there. Catcom. Dude, we have. I think you're missing like a few zeros there. We have launched so many satellites. I guess I could look it up, but like look up how many Starlink satellites and different satellites are being launched just daily through SpaceX, or not daily, but you know, I mean, every mission, like they launch tons of satellites now. It's pretty crazy. I don't know how they manufacture them so fast. It's nuts. New type of aircraft filmed over Area 51 recently. Oh gosh, I don't really follow the Area 51 like alien talk, but I've got some friends that are pretty into it, and they're talking about, you know, that recently those two objects that were like headed towards the sun and stuff. Like, I just figure like at that point there's probably nothing I can do anyway. So you know, we're going up for the probes, I guess. I don't know what we're gonna do. Crawl Daddy Stacks, welcome, welcome. I don't know if you've been in the channel before. Appreciate you coming in, stopping in, and saying hello. Thanks for being here. Walter, good evening. Yep, I hope that you're well. To Walter is our consummate gentleman, always welcoming everybody in. 5 is the new 10. Yeah, you're right, Lee. You're right. The price of 10 is pretty expensive. What's the second book of the book club? Brilliance. It's Dark Pools. Here's the 2 books of the current book club. Here, I'll get them on the camera real quick for you guys. We are at 98.77. We can't get to 99, ladies and gentlemen. We just can't do it. Not yet. Here they are. So the 2 current books, Stack Noise Factor was the first book in the book club. You can this book is like a 1-day read if you just sit down and knock it out. And then Dark Pools is going to be a little bit deeper of a read. Might take you some time. We're gonna do Dark Pools probably through February, and then I've already got March's book lined up, but yeah. Dark Pools, The Rise of the Machine Traders and the Rigging of the U.S. Stock Market by Scott Patterson is book number 2, buddy. There's some gold, some eye candy. Every now and then we got to show some cleavage. I know how this works, this YouTube thing works. We'll show some cleavage for you guys. There you go. Having a keg means you can hide gold in your belly button. That might be the quote of the night right there, Lee Chevry. Having a keg means you can hide gold in your belly button. I like it. I like it. Oh, jeez. I'm going into full production on a hyperbaric chamber design made in America. I want to get you on your shoulder in the near shoes. I probably need it. Like it's crazy. It's my shoulder. Every time like it starts feeling strong and I start feeling strong and I start lifting a little bit more. I don't know what it is, but then like it's just one shoulder, my left side, and I start pressing and then it just dies on me, and then I can't like use it for like a month. It's so crappy. So I had to pull back and I had to pare back the weight and just say, hey, you know what? We're gonna just lift light and just do reps and then stop when we're tired. And I guess I'm old, man. I don't know. I'm not even as old as some of y'all. False ad saying it's the first 5-ounce maple. It's been done several times before. I don't know. Maybe it was the first one for that particular mint. Or is that a Steve William? We can look. Here. Was there an ad somewhere? Wait. Oh, no, that's not the 100-ounce Royal Canadian Mint silver bars back in stock. I was seeing if they were here, but 1-ounce platinum proof coin. Popular copper rounds and bars. I don't know where it is. I love the gold buffalo, man. If you love it so much, why don't you have one? Yeah, shut up. All right. Yeah, I don't know what they're advertising. The new type of U.S. military aircraft. Oh, U.S. military aircraft. Okay, I got you, Greg Olson. I thought you were talking about unidentified spacecraft. You know what I mean? Rear laterals healed my shoulder. Oh, interesting. Yeah, I haven't got into all that, man, but I do want to. My left shoulder is messed up from a motocross crash. Ah, that sucks, man. That sucks. I don't know why we are talking about exercise and lifting and injuries, but welcome to the channel. If you're just tuning in, we have no rhyme or reason sometimes. All right, silver's doing its thing, y'all. 98, 93. We're popping back. I feel like this is the push, ladies and gentlemen. Get us in 99. Get us to 99. This is the push. This line is doing nothing. I don't know why this chart just can't just stay still, stay calm. 99, 01, 62, 91, 99, 02. Is it? Should I have like some excitement here? Should I should we do something here? Here. Oh, we got the stonks. You ready? Woo! Woo! I was oh, I didn't have the right browser. Let's switch the browser over here. Man, I'm all over today. This is for you guys. There it goes. Take your time. Woo! King of the stonks, right there. We're in the bull run. We tapped it. We tapped it. 99.02. 99.0250. Look at that. Not bad. Not bad, ladies and gentlemen. Blow the air horn. I don't think I have an air horn. Just in case we're going hard on copper stacking, you need to work out. Yeah, you'll have to just do you'll do what are they called? Like fireman carries with your copper. Gold 5,000. Daniel Mool, thanks for being here. Appreciate you. We have 86 votes. Most of you are saying gold will hit 5,000 before silver hits 100. Gold is not doing it yet. All it has to do is go up half of it. Look, if gold goes up half as much as silver is up right now, gold gets there today. But it's not there yet. It is trying. Very, very slow, but it is trying. We'll see what happens. We will see if it gets there. But right now, we are all eyes on silver. I have not Brilliance. Never have. I was looking at getting red light therapy tables or UV light therapy tables, especially because the winters are so harsh, in the Northeast. But you lost sound, Greg Olson. I don't really have much other than me talking. I don't have any music on in the background, so maybe make sure that you're at the live mark at the bottom. Click live and refresh. We are going through it though. Slow and steady. I know we're not having the most riveting, exciting stream right now. I don't like just kind of staring at charts, but I mean, I figure, what else are we gonna do? What else are we gonna do? I don't have a whole lot of fancy videos and stuff to play every 5 seconds to keep us entertained, All right. While that's going on, I mean, it seems like every time we look, this silver gets very shy and hides a little bit. So why don't we just stop looking at it? Watch pot never boils. You know what I mean? Let's go over here. Let's check out some of these gold reserves. According to this, does anybody know? Are we actually the nation with the highest gold reserves? Or if they were to audit Fort Knox, would we find out that this is all fugazi, and that we don't have this much? Or do you actually think that we actually do have this much or more, and we are kind of like the world dominant superpower in gold reserves? What do you guys think? If I'm going through here, US 8,000 tons, Germany, Italy, France. This one, Poland have bought a whole bunch last year, and it's not representing that increase that Poland has made. So I don't know what this chart level is at. It says September of 2025, but I remember reading that they had increased quite a bit, actually. Did anybody have increases on here? Uzbekistan sold some. There we go. Kazakhstan picked up 18 tons. I guess this is maybe just for September of 2025. Azerbaijan. Brazil picked up some. I have heard Brazil's buying a lot. Not too much changes, but I mean, our 8,000 takes care of a vast majority, covers the entire globe of quantity of ounces of gold. So we are up there. I don't know if that's true or not, though. GSR seems stuck at 50. Lee Chavrier does seem that way. The GSR does seem like 50 is where it wants to be. At 50 is lower than I thought it was going to be. Where is the GSR? Did I not click it? Oh, it's loading. 50.27. Yeah, I mean, as soon as we started breaking below 50, what happened? Gold started popping up, more than silver. There were a couple days there where gold was up 2% and silver was, flat. So, yeah, gold has had a kind of a little bit of a comeback here. They never show the gold, yet have so much defending it. 0 ounces of gold in that place. Oh, dang. Stapler went straight to 0. There is more gold in New York Federal Reserve than Fort Knox. Okay. All used up for golden. All right. Had to reboot to get the sound back. Better battery went out on my remote speaker. Oh, gotcha, Olson. Gotcha. Well, I'm glad you came back. In India, Cat Coma, there's more gold in New York Fed. So, Cat Coma, are you saying that India is buying a lot of gold too? So you're getting that? Yeah, we'll see. But yeah, we are kind of stuck 50. 50 has kind of been the new level for a while, but again, a lot of people trying to chirp in my ear saying that it's going to go down to 15 to 1. And if it goes down to 15 to 1 and like gold keeps going up slowly and silver is going up faster than that, silver has a long way to go to catch that point. We did have a pretty good pullback from 99. We are 100% establishing a new resistance level, are we not? I mean, 99 is where it's at right now. So can our boy silver break out of here? We'll see. There you go. That's where we're stuck right now. We are stuck. Still going, Dragoon? I thought you were signing off. Silver Servants win. But I was just hanging out, man. We are just hanging out right now. This is kind of probably the more lame of my streams right now, just staring at charts. But the things I kind of wanted to go over with gold, I kind of already did. We went over the fact that Hong Kong billionaire has spent, has about 250,000 or, a quarter of his wealth in gold and is recommending others do it. We went over the U.S. lawmakers trying to stockpile critical minerals and, precious metals and things like that, strategic metals for their growth infrastructure. Some of the reserves that are held by the different countries. And I was really hoping, to be honest with you, gold would break 500 before I could finish. But it didn't happen. Yeah, you're good. You guys can come and go. I understand there's a lot of other things to do. We'll see what happens. But yeah, we're just kind of waiting at this point for silver to pull back up into the 99s. We tapped 99's backside for 1 millisecond, and then it went back. Oh, hey, Vegas Stacker in the house. Vegas Stacker, thank you so much for gifting that channel membership. If you guys are new here, we do channel members, and what we do is channel members get occasional live streams that I don't leave to the public, normally because I talk about a little bit more specific information. And then we also give channel members additional entries to giveaways. So if like a normal viewer gets 1 entry, you get 3 entries. So that's pretty good. Blood sugar low, bonking hard time to make a steak, sweet potato, green beans. Have a great night, guys. Hey, Lee Chevery, enjoy your meal. Feel better. And yeah, get out there and just hopefully by the time you're done eating your meal, we can celebrate $100 silver and $500 or $5,000 gold. That would be great. That would be great. Yep. Silver gifts. I do appreciate it very much, Vegas. Thanks for doing that. Well, I mean, we can go back and kind of see where we've come from. You know what I mean? We can kind of see where we've come from. Let's go into a little bit longer of a chart here, guys. Let's go into the 6-month chart. Oh gosh. Come back. All right. Yep, we're good. That's our 6-month chart. Oh man, it feels so much longer than 6 months, doesn't it? So back here, October 28th, kind of the low point here. $40 to $46 an ounce. All right. $45 to $46 an ounce. And we are now well over doubling that in 6 months. And it was funny as I was trying to look for I was trying to look for places to invest, right? I've got some cash that I'm still trying to figure out where to put. And oh, my price banner does need updating. Yeah, I forgot to actually do that this morning. I do need to update my price banner for the next stream as well, but we'll be above that for sure. Yeah, we just going like it's like, okay, you want to invest in pretty much, you want to make sure you're putting your money in whatever asset you think has the best potential for growth while also matching your risk profile, right? And that's kind of the problem with gold and silver. I've addressed this a couple times, and I don't know if people have heard it or not, like new, but the problem is that when it's going up this fast for me, it just seems riskier than it probably really is, because I know it's a physical metal and there's only so much of it. But the fact that, the paper contracts are traded at a rate that's significantly over the quantity of the physical metal, it feels like the rug could be pulled on me at any time. And I was investing in these things to be a nice, slow, soft, secure, and inflation hedge. And like I have accounts for trading crypto. I have accounts for trading stocks. I have retirement accounts, right? I have real estate. I have collectibles that I've invested in, that I've flipped and stuff. Like I have a lot of other things that I'm okay with that level of risk being involved with, because when I like, if you take like 100 grand and you're trying to move it into a low risk part of your portfolio so that your average risk, your total risk is lower, it's hard to do that when the assets that you're putting that money into are doubling every 6 months. It's great and it's exciting. But that's just, again, I'm just kind of divulging kind of where my mind's at with these precious metals. It's like, I would like to see, I like gold's chart better. I really do. I like this 6-month chart way better than I like silver's. Silver's just seems, it's just a little too vertical. I don't want to climb Mount Everest. I want to climb a little hill outside, in the backyard. You know what I'm saying? $100 silver? No, we're not there yet. We're trying not to watch it because every time we watch it, it goes down. DARPA did say that they have new cloaking tech. I'm pretty sure, yeah, Greg Olson, can you correct me if I'm wrong? Isn't that infrared blocking cloaking technology? Does it actually use graphene? For some reason, I have it in my head that graphene is used for mitigating infrared technology, but I haven't gone back to re-verify that claim. But I need to look into it. But yeah, graphene has a lot of uses, and it's advancing a lot of things at once. I just don't know how affordable it is. Dragoon, you're going to buy a Lambo when silver hits 500? No, I've never been into that. What I would definitely buy would be a lot of land. That's my current focus on my investment strategy is to find in 2026, this year, my goal is to find a property that has around 10 to 15 acres and a livable home on it. I don't mind upgrading the home or renovating it or fixing it up but it's got to be livable. I don't want to move into a crappy barn style house that's falling down just for the land. So that's what I've been looking at with my wife. We've been scouring pretty much. We've been scouring many states looking for the right ones for tax advantages and affordable housing and anyway, that's what we're doing. So that's my next big purchase. So if we all had that windfall of 5xing our silver from here, and 2xing our gold, I would be more focused on property and land than vehicles. That's all. It is a price discovery, not a run. I know, Greg Olson, I know, but my mind does not work that way. My mind looks at it and goes, what is going on? MTS trading 100, baby. 100 back at you. I don't know. Are you predicting the price or are you saying you agree 100%? Gold 0.81% to 5K silver. Yeah, exactly. I know. I'm telling you, Vegas, we don't even have to go up a percentage to get that 1% on gold. Isn't it exciting? We're gonna be there soon. I do think that we hit 5K gold. In fact, this is crazy. I feel like there's pretty strong psychological resistance to $100 silver. I do not think there's that much resistance to $5,000 gold. I feel like we just go right through $5,000 gold and we don't even bat an eye. But when I look at silver, I feel like we're gonna hit $100, and we're gonna get punched in the mouth by Mike Tyson and fall back on our ass. Isn't that crazy? What is wrong with my head? What is wrong with my head? Daycare centers. Yeah, I'm gonna invest in daycare centers. There we go. That's funny. That's funny. SD Bullion has us at 99.67. Oh, my screen just rolled up on the chat. About 40 kilos in 2024. Everyone was calling me crazy. Now they're not talking to me. That's great. That's great, MTS trading. That was a good. So in 2024, if you got into it late 2024, you were probably around what, $25 an ounce. So that was one heck of a trade. Really great done. You know, it's like what, 130 ounces, something around that. 130 ounces for. Oh no, you said 40 kilos. Jeez, boys. Nice job, man. Nice job. Good bet. Good bet. Silver and ETH as gold as Bitcoin. We're going to 40 and silver 500. Woo! Really? You think gold? So you think silver is Ethereum and gold is Bitcoin? Man, so MTS trading, you're all in on the gold. I got a little gold eye candy down here. You're all in on gold. We've got a lot of people in the chat that are way more confident in silver's ability to price discover than gold. So you're definitely kind of coming in with a little contrarian view. I like it. Land or property is big difference. Property, brilliance. I want something that I can cultivate and grow. I don't want like acreage on the side of a barren rocky mountain. You get what I'm saying? Like I want like plantable, you know, acreage near a active running body of water, stuff like that. Like I have a list of things. I can't, if I laid it out too much, you guys would know what house I bought. You know what I mean? But I've got a pretty good list of things that I want to get. IR blocking isn't new. It's why certain dyes are used. No, I'm not saying infrared blocking is new. I'm just saying I thought graphene was advancing camouflage and like thermal imaging blocking and stuff. I thought graphene was being used for some kind of really cool military tech. Yeah, this is like watching the ball drop. Yeah, it kind of is like watching the ball drop right now. Let me go back to the one day. Sorry, I didn't realize that we were. Oh. We're going to refresh this boy. We will go back to the one day. There you go. There we go. We're close, man. 99. We just got to, we tapped it. We went up there and knocked on the door and it said, get the hell out of here. Hopefully it lets us in this time. We'll see. Body heat is thermal imaging, much more expensive and limited. IR is still expensive, but it's not basic night vision in years. Only 12.15%. Platinum, yeah. Platinum, I think platinum is going to hit. That's the crazy thing, Vegas, is, you know, wait, now who said that? My stuff, it keeps scrolling so much whenever I scroll down. It was Vegas. So 3K platinum is not that crazy because platinum has had plenty of 5 to 8% runs on days where silver went up like 3%. So it's not that unheard of if we were to see this go up 3%, this go up 5 or 6%, and all of a sudden that 12% run that it needs is not that crazy. Again, I'm just going off of recent history. I'm not giving advice. I'm not saying it's going to go up. It's just we have seen that happen multiple days in the past couple of months. Y'all need to buy platinum. How many times do I have to tell you? Yeah, Dr. Detroit, man. Dude, I mean, I've got platinum. I don't have it out, but I've got platinum as well. I don't have nearly as much though as I have as gold. So I have way more ounces of gold than platinum. Probably should be the other way right now, right? Mines are firing up. Natural GSR to 15 to 9, 9 to 1. Watch it happen, Dragoon. I'm watching. Hey, brilliance, brilliance. When it happens, I will give you absolutely the largest shout out to say, hey, you were right. I was wrong. You can sit back and wait for it. It's going to happen once it gets there. Gold and silver went up so much, I can finally afford to buy a house now. Nice, Bryce Cooley. Congratulations. Yeah, that's awesome, dude. Like I've already owned 2 homes prior to even buying gold and silver. Gold and silver, I'm late to the gold and silver game, y'all. I didn't get into it till like 2023. So I had all my other investments in line well before I started looking at gold and silver. But hey, it obviously was not the right play, probably in hindsight, but I think I still got in soon enough where I was able to lock in a ton of profits. I'm just not one of those guys that's like, I've been buying since it's $7. No, I started buying at like 18. So that's where we're at. You just swapped 27 ounce. Oh yeah, I think I remember you talking about that on the Monday Night Metals, dude. Pretty sure. If you guys don't know, Vegas Stacker and Blue Collar Stacker host a show called Monday Night Metals, and you guys can go out there and check that out. And a lot of good guys hang out and just talk. It's not just about metals; it's a lot about metals. But
stay a while and
as
listen.
you guys all know, there's only so much we can talk about. There's only so much to say about silver when it's going up. So you got to kind of fill some space with just talking about general life stuff and investment stuff and money stuff. What's coming is scary, dude. Buy land, get protection, food banks, and energy, and get gold and silver. Make sure the land is at least 100 kilometers from the closest city. I know it's coming. Yeah, MTS trading, again, I try not to lean too heavily into some of my, you know what I mean? Some of my heavier fears of what could happen MTS, but I understand where you're going. And yes, like I do have sort of like a prepper side of me as well that you know, that has lighters and candles and foodstuffs and, you know, water purifiers and iodine tablets and aspirin and, you know, first aid kits and fuel tanks and siphons. And like, there is a part of me that has all that stuff MTS, and obviously, you know, firearms and knives and axes and saws. And like, I have all that stuff. I just don't really talk about it that much because I feel like it leads into it can lead into a negative, dark mindset that sometimes is hard to get out of. You know what I mean? Because there's a lot of bad things happening out there in the world that we, you know, I'm not saying put your head in the sand, but there's only so much you can do to prepare. And talking about it, you know, it can kind of get a drag on people. I was wondering if by chance you could. Oh, that's over for the chips. Hey, you guys, if you guys want to do chip exchanges for me, you can see literally above the screen here, my address and stuff is scrolling at all times. So anybody who ever wants to coordinate with me or swag exchange and all that kind of stuff, you guys know how to get a hold of me. There you go. Silver is ripping due to short covering. It's not an option, unlike gold, which is bought by central banks. Yeah, I mean, gold, that's why, again, I think gold is going to be more stable. That's not a revolutionary take, right? I mean, it's just, that's been proven over thousands of years. But I'm more comfortable right now shifting into gold simply because, again, I'm not looking for something that doubles and triples every year. I'm looking for something that's just stable, man. If you want to, I'll send a chip to him end of next month. And yeah, I think you guys are having that sidebar, right? Gold to platinum ratio is narrowing. Well, yeah, Vegas. I mean, are you in Vegas? Are you on the thinks of what's it called? Like, Vegas, are you kind of like all in on platinum right now just because that ratio seems too wide and it's going to narrow, therefore like picking up platinum is the play to like get increased value from that? Is that what you're thinking? I can't say anything's wrong with it. I just feel like I kind of missed that boat because platinum was hanging out around 1700 or 1800 for so long, and I kind of just ignored it. You know what I mean? I think it was even lower not that long ago, and I just ignored it. Now it's 2700, and if I want to buy some, I have to pay like 2900. I kind of feel like I missed that boat, and so man, it's just tough. It's just like it's a game you play, right? You're just always trying to figure out where's the best place to put your hard-earned money. And in fairness, I really don't think you can go wrong right now with all three of these. I just, sure, one might go up a little slower than the other, but I mean, they're all doing, like, we're talking about a 2.5%, 6% gain in like a few hours. The market's been open 3 hours and we're up 2.5%. If I were trading this with options, you know, like in futures contracts, like I would have already taken my profit and I'd be enjoying the rest of my day tomorrow without even having to work. You know what I mean? Like, there's just too much opportunity out there. This has, like, you guys got to read the books that I recommend to you. It has become the norm to see 2, 3, 4% moves in precious metals that used to not move that much in an entire year. And now we're seeing it daily. Like, we have to appreciate the world that we're in. And you guys are all welcome to join our Discord if you guys want to continue these conversations offline. The link is literally rolling right now, I think, as I'm speaking above. The link's in the description. You guys are all more than welcome. We just hang out there. We talk shit, you know, have some fun. Yeah, absolutely, guys. Of course. What is the channel? Not sure I subbed to him, but I will. I'm sure you do. I'm sure you do, Crawdaddy. It is Vegas Stacker 702 and blue_collar_stacker. All right. I'm still a little behind on the chat if you guys can't tell. I'll send you Mind Dragoon. Come on, bring it on, Crawdaddy. I got it right back at you, buddy. Mine are right here on the desk. Oh, I gotta reach for them. Reach for the stars. Here's what we're rocking right now, guys, for the old stickers and caboodles. We got the stickers. That's nice. A nice little sleek design. You know, we got the gold and the silver and the eyelets kind of steaming out because we're steaming for gold and silver. And then we got the poker chip. You can't really tell. The poker chip's actually kind of cool because the gold and the silver kind of shine like precious metals. So I really like how these came out. They're nice and they're not too over the top, too exciting, but they get the point across about what we're trying to do here, I think. So anyway, I guess probably shouldn't just throw a whole bunch of crap on top of all my gold, but there we go. Yeah, you guys want one? You guys know where to find me. I'm not hiding. Come chat. Let me switch back over here. Browser. I've been curious about day trading SLV or some other paper. It's not. I mean, again, I can't. I'm not in a position to kind of like tell you what you can and can't do with individual stocks. Kind of illegal for me to do that without having you as a client. But I will say it is possible. It is absolutely possible to do that. There's just massive risk when you start trading. If you start trading like contracts and stuff, just know what you're getting into. Like, you're basically leveraged to 100 shares when you buy a contract, whether it's a call or a put. And so you're going to see a lot more volatility than if you just bought like 10 shares of it, right? But your chances to make money, in theory, if you make the right call at the right time, it goes up 2.6% and it pops a little bit. Then all of a sudden you can just sell those contracts and you're good to go. You know what I mean? That's how it works. Yeah, but you can just throw up the options chain and just see what's going on if you really want to. But I would say take your time, do some paper trading, and understand it before you get too deep. I believe platinum will surpass gold once again. Okay, so you are Vegas. I think platinum has a better chance to double from here before silver will double. Fractional platinum is always an option. Okay, so yeah, that's what I just didn't want to put words in your mouth. I kind of knew where you were going with that, but so Vegas, you are all you're kind of like doing what Thousandaire was been. Thousandaire has done some great plays on platinum and palladium, and he was not shy to get out of all of his gold basically and jump into platinum, and then which is smart because he doubled in his gold, moved to platinum, and then doubled his platinum. I'm like, that is to me, that's what money is, like whether precious metals or fiat or whatever, leveraging them in a way to keep churning them into more of the thing that you desire at a faster rate is a pretty smart thing to do. So obviously it played out, and when we're in a bull run market on everything, it's hard to be dumb. It's hard to make mistakes because if you just bet on things going up and you hold long enough, you typically look like a hero and the smartest man in the room when we're in a bull run like this. But just don't risk anything you're not willing to lose instantly, right? I know a silver miner stock that did 1,000% from 2 to 26, 5 years left for the Great Reset. Yeah, MTS trading. I've seen a lot of silver stock mining stocks, or not just silver, but just mining stocks in general, go up 160%, in the last like 6 months. And there's a couple that I have that I trade that went up 10% yesterday or an 8% yesterday. It's crazy. Crazy, man. Pang stockpiles in the house. What's going on, Pang? 505 is for New Mexico, but it changed to both 575 and 505 years ago. Gotta run. Don't forget to hit. Thanks Vegas for stopping in. Appreciate also thank you Vegas for gifting a channel membership today. That's very kind of you. Thank you, gentlemen. All right, we got a little bit more. We'll check these prices one last time here, guys. I think we have found the stagnation for the evening. We'll have to check back tomorrow morning probably and see where we're at. But right now we've created a little micro channel in the last couple hours between 98.50 and 99, and we will see if we can break out of that. Hopefully we break out on the upside, not the downside, because if we break out on the downside, we probably will be ending up with what old Rick was saying, a little bit of a down day. So yeah, hang tight. We'll watch this thing in the morning. For those of you that are new, thank you for stopping in. I know we were just kind of chilling a little bit. Also, shout out to Jay Bravo, man. I really enjoy his cue the fire, and like he goes into his pretty much doomsday scenarios. But your boy Jay Bravo gave this little guy Silver Dragoon a little shout out on his channel today, so that was kind of cool. So go check that out. Anyway, thanks guys so much for hanging out with me tonight. I really don't have anything else like pertinent to talk about, and I don't want to bore you guys and waste your time without any kind of like real information coming at you. But yeah, we'll watch the prices, we'll evaluate, and we'll discuss them maybe tomorrow or the next day to see where we're at. And I'll keep trying to find some more like actual information that adds relevancy to what I think is going on in the market. So thank you again. Have a fantastic, wonderful evening. Sorry about the hiccup with the live stream earlier. And I appreciate all of you. Press the like button if you wouldn't mind. Leave comments and things on the videos. It really does help push the narrative here. So thank you all. And to you all, a good night.